how's it going, guys? I'm Ray. Welcome to my Sims 4 channel. Today we are building in the world of Newcrest, and this is a squishy old home. It's nothing fancy. It's kind of ugly, honestly, but I really like it. It seems very realistic to me. So this home, I kind of had the idea that I was building it for a single Sim, and this is their first home. And I think they're a book lover. That's what we kind of decided on because I recently bought the Book Nook kit and the Basement Treasures kit. So I utilized that quite a bit in this house. I really had trouble with the floor plan at first because I was really adamant about there being a hallway. I just think that's familiar to me. In my home, I live in a pretty old home, and there are lots of hallways here. So I like that, and I think it's fun in The Sims to kind of break up the space with a hallway. So the floor plan was a little bit of a struggle at first, but I eventually figured it out. It's really simple, but I like it. I like it a lot. I also wanted to add a front porch that's kind of like screened in. It's not really screened in, but it's kind of like I guess a mud room maybe, but that was kind of the idea, is that, you know, there's like a little couch that you can sit and then just like look out the windows, because I would love to have that. So I can't be outside very much because I'm allergic to mosquitoes, and I get bit and I get swollen, and it's not a fun time. So I can't sit outside a lot in the summer, but I love to sit outside. I love to sit outside and read, and it's just something I really enjoy, and I don't get to very often. So I would love to have a screened in porch or just a mud room where you could look out and see throughout the windows and see what's going on. I think that'd be really cool. But so that was something I wanted to incorporate into this build, and I think it turned out pretty cool. It was kind of inspired by a relative of mine that I used to visit when I was a kid. They had a room like that, and I think like the front of it it had like not red. It had green carpet, and it was pretty ugly, but it wasn't supposed to be fancy. It was just supposed to be a place that you could take off your shoes and knock off some mud and then just walk into the rest of the house. So that was kind of the idea that I had behind that. So as you can see, I'm adding these little assets. Y'all, I have not recorded in The Sims 4 for a very long time, and this is off the cuff. I did not write any notes, which is something I normally do. I have a channel called Ray of Sunshine, and it started out as a Sims 4 channel, so it's been a long time since I've actually posted a speed build there. I ended up doing spooky games instead, and The Sims 4 just didn't really fit in with that theme, so I decided to make this channel. But it's been about a year since I've done a speed build, and I used to script and make notes because I have really bad ADHD and I struggle to talk just normally. My brain goes faster than my mouth. And I could sit here for like an hour and either ramble or just like stare off into the void and not say a word. So today is going to be a bit of a struggle for me, that's for sure. I'm sorry in advance if I trip up over my words, say way too many times, you know, but bear with me. I'm getting back into the swing of things. But right now we are working on the kitchen. So the idea is that you go through the mud room and then to the living room and then to the kitchen, and then off the side of the living room is the hallway that leads to two bedrooms. But I ended up doing an office instead of an extra bedroom because I just felt like this Sim, she's a single Sim, I'd imagine, so I didn't know if she would need a spare bedroom. Maybe she would, but I kind of thought that, you know, she's a book lover, maybe she writes, something like that, and I thought it'd be more important to prioritize an office for her instead. But this kitchen gave me a lot of trouble, mostly because I don't know what counters and cabinets to use in The Sims. I use a lot of CC counters and cabinets because I just don't like what they have in the game. Now, I don't have all the packs, to be fair, so maybe there's some really good ones that I'm missing out on, and I do like these Parenthood ones quite a bit, and that's why I end up using them in just about every build. I use them way too much. I need to branch out a little bit. So I'm sorry, you're probably going to see those in the next build too, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I really struggle with counters and cabinets in this game. It's a mess, it really is. But I really love that little item that we got. I don't remember what pack it came with. Did it come with For Rent? Maybe? I'm not sure, but it's a little dish dryer holder thing, and I use that all the time. Like, I don't think I'm capable of making a kitchen without that item now. It's amazing. But this kitchen doesn't have a lot going on because I kind of just imagined that this single sim doesn't cook very often. So she has a little bit, but not a lot. I ended up putting a few clutter pieces. I think I placed a little mug on the table, which I liked a lot. That is from the Clutter Kit. Clutter Kit? What was that called? I don't know. I can't remember. I'm not very good at remembering the pack names, but I know a lot of people don't like kits, but I actually really do. They are a little, my voice cracked, sorry about that. They are a little bit overpriced, but I do enjoy them because they're very specific. Like if you want more clutter in your game, which I do, I always do, I always want clutter and I always want rundown pieces. So the basement kit, the basement treasures kit, and the Everyday Clutter. That's what it was called, the Everyday Clutter Kit. Those are my jam. I absolutely adore them. They're perfect for me. I do wish they were more like, I don't know, like $3.99 instead of $4.99. I think that'd be a little more flexible, but I do really like them. So right now we're working on the living room, as you can see, and the living room is actually the whole home is kind of a mix of more contemporary pieces, and then I kind of imagined that the other pieces of furniture were things that this person was given, because like, you know, when you move out for the first time, usually you have a housewarming thing and people will either give you brand new items or they might give you some old items of their own that's still in really good shape and still perfectly fine to use. So I kind of incorporated both of those elements into the house. One of the items that I incorporated in here was the bookshelf from Basement Treasures, and I absolutely adore it. I love how it's a little bit worn and some of the shelves are like falling down a little bit, but it's still perfectly usable. Oh, and then at one point I decided that this person was going to have a cat. I don't know what kind of cat, but yeah, she's gonna have a cat. She has a little cat tree, and I think we put some bowls. I hope we did. I really don't remember doing that. I know I put a litter box, but I don't know about bowls, which is, you know, that's unfortunate because we don't want the cat to go hungry. I wanted to put something above the cat tree so badly, and I just couldn't figure out what it would be. So yeah, we're a little all over the place right now. We're skipping from room to room to room, and I am so sorry. I do that all the time. I really struggle with just doing one room at a time. That is something that is so hard for me because my brain just doesn't think like that. I can't complete a room and not go and think of an item that would work in another part of the house. So I'm always bouncing around. So I think we're about finished with the kitchen. I did end up adding the pet bowls, thankfully. So now our little kitty cat won't go hungry, which is good. So I don't really remember what I did after this. I built this house a couple of days ago, and I don't remember anything about it, really. I know that I made a bedroom and I know that I made an office, but I can't tell you what those look like. I just have such a poor memory. My goodness. Oh no, this is my least favorite part. So, if any of you know me from my old channel, or not my old channel, but my old Sims channel, Ray of Sunshine, I hate building bathrooms in The Sims 4. It is excruciating. I really just don't enjoy it. It's so tedious. And there's only so much you can do. I think that all my bathrooms end up looking the same. You know, a toilet, a sink, some tile, a shower, and that's it. There's a couple of items that you can use to spruce it up a little bit, but that's it. I did try with this bathroom. I tried to add a few things. I added a couple patches on the wall where things have been roughed up a little bit. Because again, older home, and that's very common in older homes. I know that my house has a lot of cracks in the wall. It's just how it be. But I love that in The Sims. I think it's so cool. Okay, so we are working on the bathroom now. Or not the bathroom, the bedroom. I was still thinking about the bathroom. I don't think I did that good of a job, to be honest, but there's just, I don't know. I'm not good at it. But here's the bedroom. This is the bed from Eco Lifestyle. really like that one. I wasn't at all sure what I wanted to do with this room. I know now that I kind of wanted to go off of what the bed looked like. That's what I usually do if I'm just confused and I don't have any idea where I want to take a room. So I just kind of go like, okay, what's the color of the bedspread? What's the color of the pillows? What's the color of the frame? And that helps me kind of work it out. I struggled with what to do above the bed at first, but we end up coming up with something that I really liked in the end. I don't remember what it was, but I know that I really liked it. Again, bad memory, you guys. I have no idea what I did. Oh, I did add this little cart though. I like that item a lot. I don't know what pack it's from, but I want one of those in real life. So I love to read. So this house was like right up my alley. And I also have ADHD real bad. So I have this mess of items that just sit by my bed forever and ever. It always gets cluttered. There's so much junk, and it's just like snacks, books, art supplies, just like the list goes on. Stuff for my dog next to my bed is just, it's crazy. And I hate it. It gives me so much anxiety. So like, I'm not going to change at all. You know, I'm always gonna have a bunch of stuff by my bed that I can't live without. So I would love to get one of those carts to organize all of it. I think that would really change my quality of life at this point. I would love to have one of those, especially because they always come on wheels, and I like that a lot. So I could drag it with me from room to room. It'd be so cool. I need to buy one of those. I was thinking one in green, but I'm not sure. I'm still trying to redecorate my bedroom. I redecorated this room about 3 or 4 years ago, and now I need to do it to my bedroom, and I'm just not really sure what direction I want to take it in. But maybe we'll end up building it in The Sims, and maybe that'll help us figure it out. There's a couple of videos that I really want to do, and that's one of them. And I also want to do a video making over my Sim, because I have not updated my Sim in a very long time, and I look very different from how I made her to look back then, because I recently changed my look. I think like 4 months ago, I just kind of started dressing how I dressed as a teen. I really did not evolve any. I just kind of reverted back to what I used to be. And I also changed up my hair. This is my natural hair color, but I decided to get a shag haircut where it was kind of like a blunt bob before, or a lob, I guess you would call it, because it was kind of longer. But I love my hair right now, and I need to find probably a CC piece to update my Sim with. I don't think there's a nice shag cut in The Sims. I don't know. If you guys know, please do tell me down in the comments below what pack it would be in, because I need it. But here we are working on the office. So again, kind of utilizing older pieces, kind of like maybe this was something that the Sim was given when she moved out, or maybe it was her old desk from home. But I really love that desk from Cats and Dogs. I think it is so cute, and I love the warm wood tone on it. Oh, Cats and Dogs is probably one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite. If not, it's definitely in my top 5. I should do a video about that. That would be fun. I don't have all the packs though, like I said, so I don't know if it would be super fair. I guess I could just rank what I have, like what would be the harm in that. Probably that'd be fine. Okay, I don't know if I look any different. My dog had to go waltzy, so I had to step away for a while. But as you can see, we are working on the office. I don't know if I said that, but I love this lamp. I think that's from Basement Treasures as well, and I'd like to have one IRL. But we're working on adding, are we working on adding skill building items? This is where we put the pet bed. That's what we do. We put the cat's bed in here, and that kind of finishes it off, which I think is pretty cool because I personally have a dog bed under my desk. I thought about trying to put it under the desk, but I didn't know if it was going to work that way, so I put it next to it instead. My dog is always underneath my desk because she's with me 24/7, so I got her a little pink fluffy bed and put it underneath here. She's not here right now. She's downstairs eating, but that's where she is all the time. One of these days she's gonna have a bed in like every room because she's just like that high maintenance. She needs to be wherever I am, and she needs luxury wherever she is. So that's the story with that. My dog, I have a little fluffy white dog, in case you don't know. But anyway, we are now working on I'm adjusting other things now, but we were working on the front mudroom. I ended up using the sofa from Sofa. I never call it a sofa. I always call it a couch. That's so weird. It's crazy how like a part of your brain kind of turns off and you go on autopilot when you start doing commentary on videos. Comment down below what you call a couch. Is it a couch or a sofa? Let me know. I'm curious. But we added that from the Basement Treasures kit. Again, I'm so sorry. I used it over and over and over again. But I love that pack. It's just, it's perfect for me. I've always wanted a pack like that. It's like they designed it for me. But we're doing some landscaping now. I used, what pack is that from? I'm trying to remember what pack the trellis with the ivy is from. I think it's High School Years. I think it's from High School Years. I absolutely love adding those to the build when there aren't any windows on a particular part of the home. It just makes it feel so much more realistic, and it just helps add something to that space that would normally be blank. So right now I'm just adding some landscaping things. I decided to use the planter boxes and then just put some plants in those for decorations. And I haven't done that in a long time, and I'm kind of obsessed with it now. I think we do it in the next build too. But yeah, we're pretty much done. This is the outdoor area, very simple. The front yard is super simple, and the backyard just has a little barbecue and an outdoor seating area with a picnic table, and I like it. I would actually be really happy with a backyard like this. My backyard doesn't really have any seating areas to it or patios or anything like that. It's all yard. But I like the pathway. I like how the pathway leads to it goes from the front and then leads around to the back. I just thought that was really cool, and I don't do a lot of stuff like that. I'm not very good with landscaping. Bathrooms and landscaping are things that I find tedious and I would like to get better at. I really, really want to put more effort into learning how to landscape. But I'll get better as I make more of these, because there are definitely more builds coming your way. Let me know what types of builds you would like to see me do and what type of Sims you would like to see me build for. That would be awesome and very helpful. But thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy, and until the next one, have a great day.